The Republicans had no problem passing a $2.2 trillion package.
Right.
They had no problems passing the second round of stimulus bill.
Right.
And now suddenly they're wanting to, try and pull the financial conservative card when people are hurting even more than they were originally.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though. Like, what I've realized is the Republicans, until they offer a policy, I don't need to even pay attention to them. Like, what I'm considering the right now is Joe Biden, Joe Manchin, Kirsten Sinema. That's what I'm considering the right that we have to work with, because honestly, the Republicans are little toddlers in the room shaking their rattle and crying because they're not getting enough water. So let's worry about our right and just dismiss them until they come up with policy, until they say something useful,
And I've decided to take a personal fucking social media stance on this. You sure you want to do this? I'm like, yes, and let me tell you why. I a couple times in the past week, some friends that come over, like on the porch, and a few things came up, like the fucking Bill Gates is out to try to murder half the world, and it's all this stupid, not even like good conspiracy theory. And it made me question, I'm like, should I even spend time with people like this that say stuff like that? Sorry if you're listening. You know what? I'm taking this stance on social media because everyone's like, woohoo, Abbott, go Texas, we're opening up, Texas independence, yeehaw. On the local pages, I've subscribed to like the feeds that what are the safe practice businesses in town. So I'm following those things, like which companies, like the Bearded Monk, for example, is the first one I saw in Denton. Props to you, Bearded Monk. And they're like, we're going to continue to do this no matter what is said and what the law, and these are our, so I'm trying to follow and be like, live through my capitalist ways, like give my money to the companies that I want to give my money to. On one of the sites, I'm like, I am no longer going to be patronizing any business that has a free for all. Like, we're just no mask, fuck it. I'm making decisions that I'm not going to like, but I'm making them loudly. Like, I'm not fucking going to support you. And by the way, if I see you talking like this, we're no longer, I'm just unfriending people. Well, just read the CDC latest article. Like that's all. That's what I'm saying. Just follow that. That's all I'm trying to say. My point is I'm trying to make a big giant fucking stink. And if I lose friends, I don't give a fuck. I've made that choice for myself. That's fine for me. The plateau that we're in of 2,000 people dying a day, I want nothing. I don't want that going up at all. Like, we need to dramatically decrease that more. And what we're doing here in Texas is making that shit rise. And that's what's going to happen.
Hi, everybody. My name is Elisa. You can call me Lisi.
Hey, I am Brittany, also known as Blind Beauty on TikTok.
Hey, I'm Caitlin Wackerman.
So I started watching TikTok and I was like, I guess I should make a video. Like, why not? Like, I'm at home. I have nothing to do. I'm dealing with this vision loss. Might as well, right?
Yeah.
Then I stumbled upon Caitlin Wackerman and I was like, oh my God. You were talking about working out and I was like, bro, this is it. Like, why are we friends? Like, I need to be in her life. And then I came across Blind Beauty after, and I was like, oh my, we're all like there are more people like me out there. Come on, like, let's be real. We are looked at very different, and for us, like, people look at us and like they don't think that we have anything wrong with us. So it's seeing you guys and like just I was like, I need them in my life. So I started like, I'm gonna make it happen. Like,
here's the weird thing. So Dr. Seuss was an anomaly. One of my favorite things about Dr. Seuss is that he didn't necessarily like children. It's a money thing. You do what you guys want to do. If you want to make kids, I'm gonna write books for him. And his art started out as a very serious artist, and in art school, and had like sculptures that are now worth lots of money because it was a very small thing of what he did for a very short period of time, and then made a killing. But so he was very anti-fascist. He had very strong views about Americans, Lindbergh, and a bunch of others that, in fact, they were Nazi supporters, Nazi sympathizers. Wow. And he drew a couple of very, very famous political cartoons. It was kangaroos inside of kangaroos. It was very beautiful.
Wow.
So he was very anti-German and anti-Nazi and anti-fascism, but he was very pro locking up all the Japanese until we knew what was wrong.
You cannot sit there and advocate for free market, and when a company decides what they're not going to do anymore,
right?
It doesn't live up to what you think free market is. I'm sorry, that's not how this works. It's the same group of people were the ones that were scream crying. It's like businesses should be able to decide who comes into their companies and shops, and businesses went, okay, you can come in and shop, but you got to wear a mask, and they all went, no, not like that. It's like, I'm sorry, you don't get this both ways. You can't sit down and say companies should be able to decide what risks they're willing to take and then get pissed when they decide what risks they're willing to take. And so it's like, great, if you don't like the decision, you can shop somewhere else.
That's what we need to learn. Yes.
It's like, great, you don't want to shop at Costco because Costco requires you to wear a face mask. You know what? Screw it. Buy everything online through Amazon or through Walmart. Go shopping at Walmart. They don't seem to care whether or not you wear a mask.
Now, when I get my cane, it's gonna be like a whole new route to my journey.
Oh my god, you're gonna feel so much better.
I know, it's gonna help.
So it's scary at first, but you're gonna feel so much better.
It's crazy to me how people like denounce their cane, they refuse to carry it, and I'm like, what? This thing makes life so much easier.
I know, yeah. I can't.
Plus, it's power. It's power, right? It's
like,
look, I'm blind. I don't have to explain to you for the next half hour what's going on.
That's
right?
Oh my god.
Like, it's gonna. The person that I spoke to, that when I finally came to terms with it, that I needed the cane and needed O&M, he was like, why don't you just have it? Just carry it with you in the beginning, just for identification. You're gonna realize that just by having that cane with you, you're not gonna get those looks and those.
Yes.
So,
and that's what I say to people all the time. I was like, either way, you look crazy, with or without it.
Right. Yeah.